My name is Richard MacEwen. My highest rank was lieutenant, but I achieved that after I left the active Navy and spent 2 years in the reserve. The second one was aviation training in Corpus Christi, Texas, and then after that we went to Little Creek, Virginia for amphibious warfare training. And of course, when we were in Corpus Christi, I can't remember who. I really can't really remember too much about the training now that I think about it. But it was aviation oriented, and it was a lot of big social activity too. We had, I guess the local ladies threw a big dance for us. I forget how that was organized. But one thing nice about it was we went as a unit. I went to Duke University, and our NROTC unit, I guess the scholarship group for the first 2 years were the only ones that went on cruise. But it was fun being with the people that we studied, we went to class with. And I remember we hired a bus and went down to Nuevo Laredo when we were, I guess that's the only thing I really remember about Corpus Christi, and spent a weekend. Well, actually, the other part, I do remember quite vividly the part in Little Creek, Virginia, because we had a very interesting Marine captain who was in charge of the unit. And I mean, he was a real Marine, and made us jump too. And we made a landing there. It took us on board a troop transport, and then went out to sea for a day or two, and then came and hit the beach in one of these I don't know, amphibious vehicles. It wasn't a boat; it was a tank kind of thing. So, and then the final year, I was assigned to the USS Ranger that the Navy was transferring from Norfolk, Virginia to Alameda County, and they made a goodwill tour of it around South America. And we stopped at Trinidad, Rio de Janeiro, and Valparaiso, Chile, and Lima, Peru, and finally Acapulco, Mexico. And just about each of those places, the locals threw a big party for us, and they always had one of the midshipmen to go. So that was very interesting. One thing that was interesting, though, they had a contingent of few ships technicians on board to measure the stress and strain of the Ranger as it went around the Horn and was subjected to heavy weather. Well, it turned out to be calm. In fact, there wasn't even a wave. So I always wondered, that must not have been too exciting for that group. Well, this time it was, I was the midshipman, and I had good relations with it. I guess there was my duty station, not general quarters or anything. It was the 1st Division up front, and we had a first class enlisted man in charge of us freshmen, first year cruise midshipmen, and I guess we were always trying to avoid him, and not any task was wholly stoning the wooden deck of the ship, and I guess on occasion we'd always try to avoid any work, and he'd have to chase after us to make us perform. So anyway, I felt a little sorry for him. But I think I had a good relationship with the officers. And, well, the food was good, but you know, as a first class, you know, I don't know what the officers' quarters were like, but as midshipmen, we served had the same kind of quarters as the enlisted personnel. And the lockers were kind of small, so you didn't have much room to store anything. And then, of course, you slept on a bunk, canvas bunk, in a crowded compartment. But it wasn't that bad, you know, you survived. I know when I graduated, everybody wanted to go to a destroyer. And one reason I decided it didn't matter too much is that I qualified as a candidate for what they call the Arleigh Burke program, which after a year in the fleet, if you were selected, why they sent you to graduate school. But in the end, I turned out that I wasn't one of the ones selected. So, but anyway, the Borstal was interesting.